Welcome back to Fear Horror TV for week 4 of the 2025 haunt season. This week we visited Legends of the Fog, located in Aberdeen, Maryland. Aberdeen has a tendency to collect fog, possibly leading to this haunt's name. This contributes to a great atmosphere at Legends of the Fog. The Midway has a great energy with plenty of actors and concessions. They also have an alcohol bar, nice fire pit, and photo ops. You might even find a few pranks hidden in the Midway. All right, the first attraction of the night is the hayride. This is a very solid hayride with decent scenes and a good mix of special effects, including some very powerful pyrotechnics. Next, we have the Farewell Hotel, which is a very good classic style haunted house with a good mix of actors and animatronics. Next is the Corn Stalker's Maze, which is just a normal corn maze, not too much going on really. And last is the slaughterhouse, which is a very cool livestock slaughterhouse. This is another solid attraction and a great finale to the night. The actors in all attractions did a very good job, and their makeup and costumes were decent. The lighting, scenes, and special effects were all sufficient also. I would like to see a few more dialogue driven scenes on the hayride. And in the Farewell Hotel, they sent our group in at 8 at a time, which should really be limited to 4, ideally, in my opinion. And in the corn maze, I would add maybe a few more animatronics or things to look at along the way. But overall, Legends of the Fog offers a very good haunt experience despite it having a smaller budget, and that's why we're giving Legends of the Fog an 8 out of 10. Next, we visited Crawford School of Terror, located in Connellsville, Pennsylvania. It takes place inside an old abandoned elementary school, built in 1916. There's a small hangout area when you arrive with merchandise and an ice cream vendor. When you enter the attraction, you will venture through a vintage schoolhouse, a barn and slaughterhouse, and a dark maze with various themes. Crawford School of Terror is fairly well done and is a decent length. For $25, the value is pretty fair. Actors were putting in good effort, but many seemed to be repeating the same lines as other actors. Makeups and costumes were sufficient, but overall, Crawford School of Terror is a fairly good haunt, and that's why we're giving it a 7 out of 10. Lastly, we visited Haunted Hills Estate located in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Once you enter past the security, there is a decent sized midway, but there really isn't a whole lot to see or do, and the concessions are very minimal. Not a place I would recommend coming hungry to, but there is a good amount of actors patrolling the midway. The first attraction I did was the Twisted Nightmare. This is kind of an old school 3D paint clown maze. I was a little underprepared for how theatrical this attraction ended up being. Each scene you listen to a speech or interact with the actors for several minutes. The actors were very good, but I felt it dragged on a bit and got a little awkward. Next, we had the Abandoned House, which was by far the best of the night. This is a solid haunted house. It's still a theatrical experience, but the pacing was much better here. The actors here put on a solid show, and their makeup and costumes were good, but I would add a little bit more sound and maybe some more animatronics. Lastly, we had the Pulseless Trail, and in my opinion, this is more of an exercise than a haunted experience. You will walk up and down huge hills, meander through the forest for what feels like forever, and only about 5% of this walkthrough is there actually scenes, props, and actors. It is just all dead space and walking. I felt bad for some of the actors who stayed in character, but I just wanted to leave almost as soon as I began. The worst part is, this is another theatrical experience, and you must stay with your group. Actors will abandon their characters to tell you this. And if you have slow walkers in your group, you might be out there for over 45 minutes. For $35 tickets, 50 for VIP, I feel this haunt is slightly overvalued, and that's why we're giving Haunted Hills Estate a 7 out of 10. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching.